Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are. In the world, I'm here in London doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title today, Always Strive to be on Vantage Ground. 1 Thessalonians 1 verse 3. Remembering without ceasing your work of faith and labour of love and patience of hope in your Lord Jesus the Christ in the sight of God and our Father. From the instruction given us in the Old and New Testaments, God desires us to learn that we are not to place ourselves and those connected with us in intimate connection with those who are corrupt in thought, word, and action. If workers of limited experience are placed in close connection with this class, there is danger that they will be become changed. By beholding, they'll become changed into the same image, that the standard of holiness and truth will be lowered. There is danger that corruption will cease to appear in its vileness to those who are trying to bring about a reform, and that the truth will become confused with that which is common and low. The difference between a good person and a wicked person is not always caused by natural goodness of disposition. Goodness is the result of divine power transforming human nature. By believing in the Christ, the fallen race that he has redeemed may obtain that faith that works by love and purifies the soul from all defilement. Then Christ-like attributes appear, for by beholding Christ's people become changed into the same image. People who are compelled by circumstances they cannot control to be where wickedness, deep and pronounced, is all around them, may remember that God and the angels are with them. Their only safety is to keep looking to Jesus, the author and the finisher of their faith. Their father, mother, brothers, sisters may be on the side of the enemy, but they have the assurance that they are guarded by the Lord. It may cost them their lives to stand for the truth, yet they will be saved when the wicked are destroyed. Enoch did not make his abode with the wicked. He did not locate in Sodom, thinking to save Sodom. He placed himself and his family where the atmosphere would be as pure as possible. Then at times he went forth to the inhabitants of the world with his God-given message. Every visit he made to the world was painful to him. He saw and understood something of the leprosy of sin. After proclaiming his message, he always took back from him to his place of retirement those who had received the warning. Some of these became overcomers and died before the flood came. But some had lived so long in the corrupting influence of sin that they could not endure righteousness. They did not retain their purity of faith, but returned to their former customs and practices. So always strive to be on vantage ground. So in the case of this devotion, that means always be at your most advantageous, where you are in better control. As says here, Enoch didn't live in Sodom or anywhere close to Sodom. He stayed away. He stayed somewhere safe and somewhere purer. But he went to Sodom occasionally to preach, to give his message, but then he came away. Because, as we were told in the beginning, if you spend more time around those who work iniquity, you will also probably become like that, because by beholding, you do become changed. The more you spend time around someone, good or bad, the more likely you may well become like them. And I know we have the hope that we can have a good influence on them for them to become like us. But it's not generally the case. So if you are going to preach somewhere bad, cover yourself, protect yourself with the whole armor from Ephesians 6. Go in, do what you need to do, and then come out. Don't stay any longer than you need to. You don't need to. Once you deliver your message, come out. We cannot afford to be in the wrong place for too long. There's nothing wrong with going somewhere to give a message, to evangelize, to save some souls, but you cannot stay there or dwell there too long. If you touch a heart and connect with someone, that's good. Try and bring them out with you, or make arrangements to see them again, but do not stay too long. Enoch did not make his abode with the wicked. He placed himself and his family where the atmosphere would be as pure as possible. Do the same.